80. Inside the building, they have banquets and meetings and various nautical lessons for the mariners who are training. The varnished boat is called a marjan. It was donated to the seaport and it will be sold. The money we get from selling the marjan will be used to repair and restore other boats that the seaport has. The lighthouse is a replica of the Brant Point Lighthouse in Nantucket. The reason this lighthouse is so small is because it's only placed on a spit of land in Nantucket, and that's the only size they needed for it to be functional. This one here serves no navigational purposes, although the one in Nantucket is still in operation today. The shingle building with the gray trim is the rope walk. The building is only a quarter of its actual length and a third of its actual width. The reason the building was so large was when they made ropes, they didn't have any way to back the machines, so the building had to be at least as long as the rope that they needed to make. We don't have the actual size here because it would take up too much exhibit space. The white schooner we're passing by now is the Brilliant, which is the second boat of our training program. Mariners can go out in the Brilliant for a week at a time and sail along the New England coastline. The Brilliant is one of the finest boats of its design. At the time it was built, it didn't have much of a demand for this type of boat. They had some of the finest craftsmen working on it. The red building houses a wooden schooner called the Australia. Australia was taken out of the water and had some repair work done on its hull. When they got it out, they realized the hull was too severely damaged for it to be repaired. So we have the boat now as an exhibit, so you can see how the water wore down and rotted the wooden hull. The gray shack in front of the green building is a replica of the little town at the mouth of the river called Knowing. Knowing was a lobstering village, and before the 1938 hurricane, you'd have seen a lot of these little shacks along the waterfront. The green building behind the shack is a life-saving station. This one happens to be from Black Island. These are placed every 5 miles along the waterfront, and people are continuously walking from one station to another looking for boats in distress. The green building with the red doors is an oyster house. The white boat tied to the building is called the Nelly, and that's an oyster dredge. The green ship tied to the dock that we left from, the LA Dunn. The Gloucester fishing schooner was built in Essex, Massachusetts. It's not rigged right now. When it is, it has 2 masts. It was taken out of the water about a year ago for some restoration, and will be taken out of the water just after the season for some more restoration, so they won't rig it during the season. Although the Dutton's quite a large boat, it's very fast for its size, because at the time it was built, the first fishing boat in with the fish got the best price for what they caught, so they designed the boat to be as fast as any repair work can be done inside. This is used primarily during the winter months. Up above the big open space is a visitor's gallery, where anyone visiting the seaport can go in and look down upon the work that's being done on the boats. The little docks along the seawall are called finger piers, and they're also for private boats that want to come and tie up as they stay and visit the seaport. The large dock at the end is called a lift dock. The center portion lowers 14 feet below the surface of the water, and any boat that the seaport has can be floated on this dock at a high tide and then taken out of the water for any repairs that need to be done. Right now they're doing a little repair work on the dock itself, so they have the center portion lowered somewhat, but it's usually up even with the rest of the dock. Boat you're on is a Sabino. It's the last coal-fired steam engine passenger boat in operation in the United States. It was built in 1908 in East Bisbee, Maine, and it sailed most of its life on the Casco Bay in Maine. When it went to sail on the Casco Bay, it had to be widened a few feet on each side for stability because the waters on the bay were so rough. At that time, it was the only means of transportation between the islands on the bay. The sign was a bell boat, which means the captain communicates with the engineers by ringing bells. One bell while we're moving means to stop. One bell while stop means port. They were built for the ship's captain. Other houses have a plaque on them saying the date they were built, and a little information about people who first lived there.
Talk to him.
Mystic is not a town, it's a borough of 2 towns. Off to the left-hand side we have the town of Stonington, and off to the right-hand side we have the town of Groton. The river divides the two. The River One is the Mystic River. It's about 8.5 miles long, and it opens up down at the mouth into Fisher's Island Sound. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Enjoy the rest of your ride and the rest of your day at the seaport.
We're not going to the bridge, dude.